Hi, I'm Olivia. Welcome back to my series Bridal Beauty. The worst thing would be waking up on your wedding day with a spot. I'm showing you a few of my tips and tricks to try and avoid that or help it on the day. Now, if you're already having trouble with your skin or you're a bit acne prone already, I would definitely suggest seeking out professional help. Maybe go see a facialist and see if they can help you in the months running up to your wedding. Now, if you're having trouble a few weeks before, maybe that is something I can help you with. I recommend, if you're getting maybe a bit oily or having a few breakouts, finding yourself a clay mask. Now, a lot of brands do these clay masks. I use the one from Liz Earle because it's a brand I really like to work with. And this mask really helps get the dirt out of your skin and just helps to extract stuff like blackheads. So I leave this on for a few minutes and it actually comes with this amazing little sponge. So once you've left the mask on for a few minutes, you can just wash it off with warm water with this sponge, which just helps exfoliate your skin a little bit. Now, if it's the night before and you've suddenly got a spot, we all know this favorite old trick, and it's toothpaste. And if you haven't heard about toothpaste, it is a great way just to dry out that spot. It will help extract the dirt and hopefully you'll wake up with it feeling smaller and a little bit less risen and a little bit sort of less greasy. Now, you can mix a bit of lemon juice before putting your toothpaste on, but also lemon juice is amazing on the day. So if you get a lemon, get a little bit of tissue and just squeeze your lemon onto the tissue. Then hold this onto your spot. Say if I have one sort of here. Hold it on the area for sort of a minute or so. You'll notice that it instantly looks reduced and a little less red. A really good trick. Now, one thing you have to be really careful of is if you do have a spot that's come up a day, 2 days before, is how you deal with it. Obviously, we all want to pop them. And I do think it's best to avoid that because when you start popping them, you start to get sort of scabbing. And scabbing's really hard to cover up with makeup. It goes very dark, so when you put foundation over it goes grey. And if it's a scab that sort of cracks, then you can't really cover over that and it doesn't look very nice. But obviously on the day, there's nothing worse than leaving the whitehead there. So it is best to get that out and then put your makeup on. Now, there's a lot of different ways about doing this. I recommend not going in with your fingers and actually getting a little pin, making sure it's completely sterilised. Either use hot water to do this or boiling water, and then just literally pricking a tiny hole in the spot and then getting out the dirt then. That way you're not breaking the skin and you're not gonna have too much bleeding or, breaking skin, which is gonna leave a scab. Now on to concealing it. So once you've got that dirt out, you just want to conceal over it. So I recommend doing this after putting on your foundation, before you put on your bronzer, because otherwise you want your bronzer to blend over it and all your blush and everything. So you wanna do it after your foundation. And using a thick concealer. I have one here from MAC, it's their Pro Longwear one. Or I also have one like this, which is from Liz Earle, which is sort of thick concealer sticks. There's loads out there that are really good and that work. So just whatever one you find is good for you. Obviously match up to the colour, and the best thing to do is pop some on your finger. And then you want to dab this product over the spot. When you start wiping it over, you're actually wiping away the makeup as you're putting it on, and it's never gonna cover as well. So if you have the spot, you just want to dab the product on, and then you can blend the edges around into your makeup. And then the best thing to do, using a translucent powder. This is one from Max Factor, just their loose translucent powder. You can get a little bit of powder, and after you've done one layer, powder over your spot, and then you can do another layer of concealer if it's still not quite covered. Powder over it again, and then conceal again, and keep going until it's fully concealed. And then with the brush as well, you can blend out the outer edges, leaving all that product packed onto the spot, and hopefully that should stay covered and do the job. That's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, let us know by pressing the like button, and do subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more from me, you can find me on my channel, Olivia Newman-Young, And you can follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. See you again soon. Bye.